Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel called zuzanareacts, where I learn all things parallel with you, helping I share my Slovak Central European point of view. In today's video, we're going to look into space. In fact, we're going to look into a question like if the US is going to be dependent on Indian space and a supply of things for America. It's a very interesting one, and I'm super keen to get into the video. I haven't previewed that, but obviously India has been recently very successful when it comes to their space program. So I'm super curious to see the analysis with you on how is that going to happen? How is US going to be dependent on India? But before we do get into this video,
please like this video and click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification. Thank you so much for your support.
I say, let's go.
389 satellites were launched in the last 9 years. Yes, not by NASA, nor ESA, but by India. Exactly, those people who we think they're obsessed with cows, who are really good at saving money and good at mathematics and any of the stereotypes you can put on them, the same guys who were the first to reach the southern pole of the moon. Yes, turns out those guys, Indians, they have launched 389 satellites for foreigners in the last 9 years only.
The rocket's also carrying 103 much smaller satellites. 96 of them are from the US.
Dan Coates has said he was shocked to know that India successfully launched over 100 satellites in one go, many of them American. He said the US can't afford to be seen lagging behind.
I was shocked the other day to read that the nation of India, on one rocket launch, deposited more than 100.
So India is not what you think in space business. Another fun fact which maybe I should give you is that they were the first in 2014 to reach the Mars orbit on the very first attempt. And yes, obviously I'm going to praise them, but let me show you why the Indian space program is really doing good in this area. Number one, they are low cost comparatively to all others. So India make their own launching vehicle, and as an example, the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle costs only 15 million US dollar. That's in India. And then with SpaceX Falcon 9, the launching vehicle costs 62 million US dollar. You see, this is one of the things that I love India for. And even though India is still new, now they are known for their success always in the space program. Like they usually strike at their first attempt. So people would ask, why me, foreigner? I'm excited for the success of India when it's not my own thing. The reason is, to me, as a Congolese, India is the example of a brother whom have been through exactly the same struggle which my country, Congo, have been through. That might be when it comes to colonization or being looked down or so many other ways people could look down upon. But despite all other stereotypes which might even still be there until now, Indians never back down, and they'll always continue to prove themselves one day after another.
The Indian Space Agency has become part of an elite group of space explorers. It's also become the world's first low-cost space agency.
And obviously, it still sounds awkward when people have to stand and say good things which India is doing, and it sounds awkward. But when we say about good things which the US is doing, it sounds normal. And I don't want to accept that. India is doing good. India is a very good example of very huge success to me. And that's the same thing which I'm telling myself. If countries in Africa or country like Congo can see what India is doing so good, if in a very short span of time they can do that great amount of work, even though Congo has never launched a satellite before, they can do it and do it in a very short span of time. 300 satellites also. Congratulations, India, and keep inspiring us more. Thanks so much for being here.
Okay, so I believe this is it to the short video, and the video actually did not address why US is going to be dependent on India. I think it's just a wishful thinking of the YouTuber, but at the same time, I get the valid points about like launching the rockets, but well, I would love to see US bow down to India and become dependent on them for space. I don't quite see how they would do it, even if their costs were exponentially high. But you just never know. What do you guys think? Do you really think that US is going to become dependent on India, even though India has clearly an exceptional space program? Very affordable, very efficient. They are even better than, let's face it, clearly than Mr. Elon's program. There was a huge cost comparison, but obviously I think even though we put like this is the price and that's the US price, but it should be calculated, I think, relative to the expenses in those countries to actually get a proper, real representation of how efficient that is. But nonetheless, if you are in the US and you can pay someone 15 million and save another 50, it's a good business deal. So from that point of view, I would see how economically this would be. I think from the strategic point, I think it's quite of a very important national interest type of thing. So this is why I wonder if they would ever go for it. And I wonder what you guys think. Do you think that the US is going to continue on their own path, or will they become a bit more dependent on India and production of India? I don't even know if, and please do let me know for those of you that are aware of this topic, like if there are relations when it comes to space, and if there has been in the past expressed something around like we want to buy your rockets type of thing, or we want you to help us launch our satellites into space and stuff like that. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please give a thumbs up, share, like, and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, please do take care. I'm sending much love. Bye bye.